This video was sponsored by Enhance, Elbilmek, ABRP Planner, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? We are now sitting in the Volkswagen ID7 GTX Tourer, and right now we are in the Swedish motorway heading south towards Göteborg. And so I have done a headlight test before with many of the ID cars. They have the ID light. But a couple of days ago I was out driving with this car and I noticed that the headlight seems to be different. I've tested so many of these ID3, ID4 and ID5, with ID lights, but it seems like this is different. And I asked my followers, I'm live streaming right now, and at least they claim that the ID7 lights are different from the other. They call it IQ light or something. Wait, is it ID light or IQ light? Not sure. But you can see the matrix stuff is working right now in action. The first thing I notice is that there is this punch that comes on and off. And also here by the sign there, you could almost read it. Right? Here we are oncoming car. You see it blocks it out nicely. But after... wait, no, it doesn't happen. I have to try to experience it again. But here we have a big sign again. Let me see. It seems like the car is able to detect it and then block out the sign, or maybe not, like gonna dim down the sign a bit. Because with most cars with good headlights, bright headlights, they're so bright that all the road signs at night, they just punch me in the face. They become over bright. But the EQS, I claim, can detect the signs and like semi-block them out. You see now. But it seems like I get flashed at a lot. Well, it's a German car, right? What do you expect? Same with Fat e-tron. But it seems like now there. We are in the not so bright. Wait, are we in the dim state right now? Okay, wait for the car to pass. Okay, now I'm not sure. I could have sworn I saw that earlier, or a couple of days ago. But okay, it seems to be different. Just need more traffic. Maybe I should test also near Jessheim at night, but I have to find some other places. This is the motorway stretch, Test also on the B roads, see how it reacts. But it's doing a great job blocking oncoming cars as long as these roads are not too straight. But around Falkenberg, where it's really straight, then I will get flashed at a lot. It even happened in Norway many times, and those stretches are not that straight. Okay, here we are oncoming car. Okay, it blocks out that. Right, great. And then you see that big sign here. I can read it. Wow, I can read it really comfortably. Huh? What kind of voodoo magic is this, huh? Look at this. More. This is an exit sign towards Strømstad. Same there. It's just perfectly illuminated. Okay, there might be some moisture on the signs, but let me check on the video. Normally stuff on the video will be overexposed, but yeah, you guys could almost read that stuff on the video there. Wow. But you see, this sign here is maybe too small for it to detect. Or is it? In it? Oh, okay. And then fire it on. Yeah, so wow. They seem to be better than what I've seen. Yeah, that was the punch. Yeah. So now it seems to go in the dim state, and then it goes into the maximum, like the maximum brightness. But as long as there's some oncoming cars or a car in front, then it goes into the, let's say, 80% brightness. Right, until everything is gone, and then it just bam, fires up everything. Let me see here. So after that truck passes, just have to avoid blinking. No, maybe it just fades in seamlessly now. Yeah, that could be it. But once another car approaches, then maybe we can see the dim down. I've seen this, you can see this quite clearly in some of the BMWs with the laser lights. There, I think the laser is the one that adds that extra punch, but then the laser does not do any matrix action. So then they leave the matrix to the LED. So we'll just go kind of on and off like that. I mean, yeah. All right, we're now in the dark side near Jessheim. I'm gonna test the headlights again. But yes, I got an email from Volkswagen, and they said that the ID7 headlights, the matrix light, are the best on Volkswagen ever, and it has 18 lenses, and then the Touareg has 16 lenses, and then the other ID cars like ID3, 4, 5, they have 11 lenses, and that gives it 800 lumen. Whoa! And now that we're driving slower and the road is narrow, I can see how powerful it is. And it also has 2 auxiliary beams. And I wonder if those auxiliary beams are the one that gives you that punch when there is nothing going on. So if I do this and then this, well, I think the auxiliary beam just comes on simultaneously. But okay. We don't have any green on the leaves yet, so everything just looks a bit gray. But wow, it looks really good. Wait, let me check something here. Does it turn? It seems like it focuses on the direction I'm going. I'm not sure if it physically turns, but I remember that the old system. Yeah, no, now I can see it better if we go faster. Yeah, it physically turns just like an ID3 or that generation also that had 11 lenses. But wow, now that we get the trees closer, I notice that it is really nice and bright and white. Holy macaroni, this is good. But this was always the case for the ID7. I never noticed it before. I'm not sure why. I tested it. Also when it was dark, I did 1,000 kilometer challenge and all that. Also went to Hemsedal, and I remember it was dark. Then okay, decided to turn off everything here because of the street lights, or the house lights rather. Yeah, now it turns it on again. But wow. So the way how I remember the ID3 light is that it was also nice and bright and wide, but this seems to be even punchier, closer to what I also experienced in the Audi Q6. Yeah. Okay, let's get over to the farm and we can check it out. Seems like there is no wildlife here today, but if there was some, we would see it. Yeah. See so clearly now by the side of the road. Also when we go in the curves, because the light turns into the curve to illuminate everything there. See here? Wow. And here you can see better that it actually turns. Holy crap, this is good. This is good stuff. Oh, okay, here. Okay, now it should turn off, right? Yeah, zoop, and then we just have to manually pull it away from it. Wow. Good spread. Good strength. Okay, let me see. Let me put it on auto again. There you go. Oh, there you go. There was one deer. Yes, I saw it immediately. Wow. So yeah, this makes it quite enjoyable, safe to drive at night. You don't have to worry that you won't be able to see any obstacles. Well, I don't know what else to say. This is some of the best headlights I ever seen. Like, I remember even the EQS headlights were quite good, the pixel lights, but they were not that strong, unlike the Q6 lights. But here, I feel like we have the same level of brightness and wideness. And also, yeah, what I also remember, yeah, now there's some matrix going on, and then it shows that. What I remember in the Q6 was that it also shines quite high. Many good headlights, they shine quite wide, but not that high. But the Q6 was really high also. I mean, it's still VAG, both of these, but I don't think they have the same type of headlights. It seems like Audi and Volkswagen, they don't share that much hardware. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'll test it now over here. This is wonderful, man. This is some next level shit. Yes, it deserves that from me. Wow. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm done with the test. I mean, I could go on the other road, but it's a bit late now, 3:39 at night. Try to find some cars on the other B road here, but I think it's not needed to test it. I wanted to test over here to check the strength and the wideness, and it's just amazing. So if I would give it points, it get plus for what the heck is that guy doing? Careful, in case he opens the door. Okay, but it get plus for it rotates. You know, the EQS light actually doesn't rotate. Polestar 2 lights rotates. Yeah, Polestar 2 is also quite strong, but I feel like this is even wider and stronger. And he gets points for wideness. Okay, whatever. I wonder if I should give it 10 out of 10. It is that good. What do you guys think? Or he said 9 out of 10. Can't decide. But anyway, I think that's gonna be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.